Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to our Final Fantasy Reactions video, and today we've got the poll results. They announced them on the live stream, but if you didn't watch the live stream, then you wouldn't have known unless you watched the Twitter. I'm sure it'll be announced in game tomorrow as well. This is being recorded on Monday. So, number one, Malphasie is the winner. I kind of expected at this point, after the first announcement, I pretty much expected her to be, because whoever is number one, even midway, is probably going to be number one the entire way, because it's too late at that point. Number two, surprisingly, is Elsperis. I really thought Beryl was going to be the number two. Number three is Beryl. Pretty surprising considering all the support that I saw for him. Number four is Esther, who should not even be there. Esther already has a unit. She's still good. So there's no reason for her to even be in that spot at all. And that fifth is Elena, who, you know, I mean, I get it, Elena, but she's had several units by now, right? Two, in fact. And one of them is Neovision, the other one is Neovision Awakening, so there was no reason for Elena to be in that spot either. This should be for people who don't have a Neovision or a 5-star, they're to have a 5-star, or their Neovision is extremely old at this point. Those 4 and 5, thankfully they didn't win, right? So Malphasie is the winner. What can you expect from Malphasie? So let's look at her kit as a 5-star form. In her tags was attacker, and also she's a hybrid basically. And so basically she was a hybrid damage dealer. She has bolting strike chaining frames, which is interesting. And that's about it. I mean, I liked using her back in the day because of this Birds of a Feather for the break. Because you might if you're a new player playing now and you haven't played in the 5-star era, this break was actually quite good. And I actually brought her along to a lot of stuff just because of this Birds of a Feather ability, and also the LB filler as well. So it was quite nice. She had a lot of other things going for her too. Bird killer. I mean, it just killer buffs as in general back. 75% back in the day was actually quite decent, and yeah, she could get up to pretty good numbers. Her LB was not really that worth it, but just all the chaining she could do was worth it. Because once you use her LB, it unlocks these new abilities here, which was where the real damage was. Because even, you know, it's only 54 times. Back in the day, that was pretty good even with a hybrid chain. So what can we expect for her new form? Probably True Wield. I'm assuming this will be coming in the future, so she could actually have 8 times cap in the future. It's possible. And I expect her to not be hybrid anymore because hybrids are pretty much dead. Hybrid, there's really no reason for it anymore. Like, hybrids back in the day were decent because if the boss was, you know, more defensive or more spirit oriented, you could swap to either attack based or magic based. Nowadays all bosses are basically the same anyways. They both have the same defense and spirit, so it doesn't matter as much anymore like it used to. So that's one kind of problem with hybrids. So I'm assuming she's either going to be a mage or a physical DPS, and with some kind of a twist. I'm sure because she had breaks. Remember, like I said, she has breaks and things, so she'll probably have that included in some way as well. So I'm definitely predicting that the hybrid tag is going to be gone. Or there's no hybrid tag, you know what I mean. She's not going to be a hybrid anymore. She probably will still be wind and dark. Not too bad, I guess. And I'm sure she'll have some support abilities as well. Hopefully she's not going to be SLB, because the creator of this unit did put out a alternate form for her. So she does have a Brave Shift form if Gumi wants to look at that. Not sure if they did already, but maybe they did. Maybe they contacted the owner of this unit already and they're getting it sorted out, hopefully. And yeah, hopefully she's not SLB because that would be really disappointing. I'm assuming in her base form it'll be more support DPS oriented, in a Brave Shift form something super hard hitting. Maybe her Brave Shift LB unlocks some ability chaining that will be extremely powerful, just like A2. Because at this point ability chaining needs to be super powerful, because like 250 times ability chaining is not worth it when your LB is much stronger, for example. So back in the day ability chaining was the only way to go, but nowadays it's basically strong LB chaining or something that's ridiculously high modifier ability chain. So again, to end this video, I don't expect her to be hybrid. Maybe her base form could be hybrid, but the Brave Shift form has to be something more serious, like either physical or magical DPS. Because hybrid, like I said, it's not as good as it used to be anymore, sadly. Maybe in the future, if they must make global original bosses, which I really doubt at this point, maybe then hybrids would matter. But I doubt at this point. They haven't made a global original trial in a long time, and those like Clash of Wills Reign 1 bosses don't count because they were already made. I'm talking about like those bosses in the, back in the 5-star era when they made those Malboro boss and the other one. I'm talking about that kind of a boss. They haven't made those in a long time, so it is what it is, guys. Anyways, let me know in the comment section down below if you liked Malphasie to win, because it was the majority of the win. But I saw some people said that they wanted Beryl, so sadly Beryl doesn't get a chance. But maybe next time Beryl will be number 1. Maybe. Anyways, see you in the next video. Peace.